You're listening to an Awkward Human podcast on the 5x5 network. If you want to find out more about this show and all the other cool stuff that we do, visit awkwardhuman.com. Hello and welcome to the Awkward Human Survival Guide. This week we're talking about
Erica for sale,
blanket reviews,
and uncomfortable hoarding situations.
Mm-hmm.
and I think
the flour,
there's a lot of shit
the
in
bun.
hot dogs, so
Yeah,
Don't blame hot dogs. Hot dogs are pure and wonderful. I think it's the hot dog.
pure. I don't think that's
I've
the
had
word you can use to
bread.
describe a hot dog.
it's probably about together. Anyways, let's start.
We already did. I've been
Hi.
recording this
Oh,
hot dog
great.
conversation. But
Great.
hello everyone,
Hi,
welcome to the
hello.
episode. I'm Adam
Hi.
Dotchis.
Hi.
I'm Erica Ellison.
Hello.
And she's suffering from hot dog woes.
Hot dog.
Hot
rules.
dog.
Yeah, right. What are you? Who are you?
I'm Richard Cardenas, and with us this week is Mr.
Stealing it right out from Erica.
Donald Buttersworth.
Douglas
AKA
Duncan.
Duncan Buttersworth, aka Harry Cicada,
AKA.
aka Michael Cobian.
Oh,
Hey guys, thank you for having me on.
Oh, thank you for being on.
Hola a todos.
What's new?
Not much. I'm just here drinking
We're all
Flavored
drinking
water
orange
and-
LaCroix. LaCroix entrepreneurs, if you're listening, would you like to sponsor us? We drink a lot of LaCroix on the show.
Everyone talks about LaCroix on the show.
They don't need help. We need like a underdog water.
I've gotten into a lot of different waters.
You
If you're listening,
water.
Aquafina water, Dasani water. I'm not talking the brand Aquafina. I'm talking specifically the seltzer waters that are trying to emulate LaCroix that people haven't really gotten into that much. The Dasanis are actually quite good.
I don't know why so many of the companies are trying to do this and they're somehow not as good as the LaCroix waters.
Some of them
It doesn't
are.
sound that
They are.
complicated.
They
Some of
are.
them
They're
are.
just not as popular. Like,
Yeah.
people aren't buying them.
I mean,
Because-
like, whenever I buy a knockoff one, or not knockoff, but a different brand, sometimes they're knockoff.
That's because you get those crazy sugar ones.
Well, no, they're not sugar. There's no sugar in them. That's the
But
whole
they're
point.
super sweet.
Yeah, they're
They're
really
sweetener.
Yeah, it's like they're nauseating. There's one that I actually liked. I forgot what it was, but I got like 4 of them once just to try it because I thought it was interesting.
Uh-huh.
But the
You didn't like them.
what?
You didn't like them.
No, not really.
Well, yeah, I hate the artificial sweetener shit.
Although it was
Terrible.
really a good way to curb sweet cravings if you ever had them and didn't want to eat. Like, because sometimes it wasn't even. It's not like, oh no, not the calories, but it was a. It's like I don't want to eat anything else. I'm full, but I really want something sweet, so I would just have a couple sips of that and be like, no, I don't. I'm done.
Yeah, now that we're talking about carbonated water, when Erica had her party last week, she had, I don't know what brand it is, but you have a vanilla blackberry.
Oh.
I don't like vanilla carbonated anything like a Coke vanilla and all
Even a
that stuff.
cream
Like,
soda?
I think they're really weird.
Oh,
I
I
don't
think
like
cream
them.
sodas are delicious.
But that one
Me too.
was delightful.
I liked
The
it too.
Blackenberry, right? Is
Yeah,
that what it's
Just
called?
blackberry.
It's vanilla
No,
blackberry.
What's that new drink? Bay?
Beyonce
No.
before anyone else.
Yes, she loves LaCroix, by the way, but the cranberry
Bay?
flavor.
The
What's
Bay
that
Queen?
drink that's got that brand new...
Bubbly?
No, it's BAE, I thought. They've got a commercial right
There is a
now.
new drink
Justin,
called Bubbly.
it's Justin Timberlake. He's on the commercial.
I don't know.
You guys haven't seen
Huh,
it?
I was wondering
Oh,
where he's been.
It was on for the Super Bowl and everything. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? But Pepsi has a limited
Oh.
edition Britney Spears can right now. So if any of you guys see it, please buy it and send it to me. P.O. Box.
You don't have a PO box.
You
Oh
did it.
shit, we don't have a P.O. Box.
Well, we
Send
did
it to
at
me
one point,
anyway.
but they just kept like they didn't put they took the mail out of it and didn't tell us.
If you see it, please buy
So it just
it,
got
and
thrown in
then
the
we'll
trash.
let
So
you
if
know
you
where to
have
send
an
it.
under-marketed or underground soda water and you want us to promote it, just hit us up. Also
Yes.
condoms. We
Thank
would
you
love
for
to promote you.
listening.
Hmm.
Now we have some awkward situations to discuss.
Yeah, this one's on me today.
Mm.
I thought
Oh.
that I'm a badass. I thought that after our talk about not having enough awkward situations lately, I would keep my mind open more to it because I feel like they happen. They're not like as explicit as a nude cleaner or whatever. I don't have dates to draw on, so there's nothing like that obvious, and so I've been thinking about some things. There's one mystery that I want to pose to everybody, because Richard and I are locked in a heated
disagreement.
debate.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a disagreement in the sense that like
theories.
I don't think that either of them hold up. Either of the theories hold up, and but I had like settled on it being one and letting it go as a way of not thinking about it anymore, and then you just destroyed that
fucked
yesterday.
it up.
So
Yeah.
what is it?
Well, we'll get to that. That's the suspense.
No, but like, what's the situation?
What has to do with my car? But I want to talk about this is more of this would be awkward if I gave a shit. So I'm trying to think of where that's why things aren't awkward for me anymore, is because like we've done so much of all this stuff. It's like I just don't feel it. But I've noticed something a lot, and I was really thinking about it. It happened again this morning even. But a lot of people call me buddy, and they're like, oh,
It's
yeah,
because you're like a little kid.
that's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering because
You're
it's
like this tiny little man.
a lot of the time it's like delivery people, and they don't look surprised, but there's something happening in the transition of me opening the door and them realizing who I am, and they're expecting like some old dude or.
Well, it's never anyone smaller than you that calls you buddy. Like
Yeah.
Tommy doesn't call you buddy.
Yeah, he's not smaller than me. He's like the same
He's-
size as me, I think.
Okay, fine.
But
You guys are both small, though.
Do you think you're reading into this? Because buddy's a pretty common.
well, it's
thing
how they say it too, though.
Yeah, they go, "Hey,
to-
buddy."
Like, hey, champ.
Yeah, no,
Like
it's like
that?
oh, it's they're like the door opens and they have food for me, and they're like, oh, hey, buddy, here's your food,
Oh.
and it's like, yeah, I'll give it to my mom now. I'm wondering, like, are they expecting to see an adult, and then they see me and they think, oh, that's not an adult.
As a special guest who has a different name each time he comes on, you do sort of have that all American 50s young man flavor. Am I right? No,
I don't know
I'm
about
targeting.
50s.
I don't.
No.
Your examples are always like a little bit. I would never have thought of that.
A lot of it. Left
I didn't
of
think about
center.
it until you said buddy, and then I'm like, I could see that. He looks like the Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, if he was younger, then I could see like a little Sandlot scrapper. You know.
Sandlot Scrapper.
Yeah, I did look like one of them.
Yeah.
When I was
Like that's
little.
what I picture.
I mean, like, I don't think I look. I guess I shaved recently, so maybe that has something to do with it. But I mean, like, I don't think I look like a high school kid or anything.
Well, no, you
anymore.
have gray hair.
Yeah, but I mean, they don't really see when I'm at the door, so that might have something
Yeah, we
to do
like
with
to
it.
keep the apartment very dark.
Well, it's more that I can't really open the door very easily, and then also the dog sometimes.
Well, so is this a problem you're trying to solve,
Well, I was
or were
just
you
trying
just
to-
wondering?
He's just curious.
Well, yeah,
about
it just is. I was as I'm trying to notice more awkward things that I don't ever think are awkward, but normal people might. I was noticing that was happening a lot, and I was like, do I just, are people expecting a man and finding a child on the other side of the door, or in meetings and stuff.
in meetings with your colleagues.
But possibly. I had a meeting in a tank top yesterday. I didn't know it was on video, so I didn't put on a shirt. And I was like, oh, okay, well, this is happening, so
That's
I'm just
a
gonna
little
bring.
awkward.
What kind of a meeting was it?
It was just with Airtable, so it wasn't. I mean, like,
With his coworkers.
yeah,
You were in a town, but in your home.
yeah. It was over a video conference, but I thought it was gonna be a phone call. I was like, oh, we're on video, and then I was like, should I apologize for the tank
So
top? I'm
his-
like, no, I'm just gonna be cool.
Yeah, you gotta go
His
with it.
coworkers are in an office, and he's the only one that's not.
I know. So I get your point though, because a buddy of mine, he sometimes wears tank
This old
tops to
bitch.
parties, and he looks like a menacing person. He wears these tank tops and chains. He looks like he's in a Michael Jackson Beat It video.
Are you
But
talking about Richard?
No.
oh, it was you, wasn't it? Look at that. Oh, how convenient.
Wait, I'd like to divert this conversation a little bit to my lovely, beautiful friend next to me, Erica
Thank you.
V. Elson.
What are you eating?
Why?
She's eating a Werther's original, but the
really good.
soft.
Okay,
Really
Grandma,
good.
why are you
soft
bringing food
one.
on the podcast?
I had it in my pocket.
But can we just acknowledge that not only is it a Werther's Originals, it's a soft Werther's
Does
Originals.
the soft one make me younger?
They
No,
make
it makes
soft
you
ones?
older.
Oh, they're the best. Oh my god.
The soft ones are for old people who don't have
because
teeth.
if you have dentures, they would pull them right out. It's so sticky. If you chew on it,
I mean,
it would
I have
fuck
to
it up.
say, I agree with what
is solid
what
dialogue.
seems to make sense, but I think this is, I believe, one of those poor falsitical paradoxes.
I've always thought the hard
that-
ones were for older people, and
Well, because wouldn't
I
the
think
hard
the- I
ones
think the
chip
inverse
teeth
is
and
true.
stuff?
no,
you
and
just
hurt
just
suck
them?
on them.
You're
Yeah,
not
if you're-
supposed to crunch them.
Yeah, if
See,
the
I don't-
assumption is
I-
you're chewing,
I chew.
what you're saying makes sense, but realistically that wouldn't happen.
Not
so,
on Werther's Originals,
I'm
but
a
I chew
chewer.
on hard.
so that
I
may
chew
be the
ice
young
cream, too.
person's Werther's. However, a young person's Werther's is like saying like you're the young golden girl. And, some
you're
of them are
Dorothy.
dead,
I'm
so-
32 now.
No, not Dorothy. Which one? Sophia.
Yeah, no, Dorothy is B. Arthur, right?
Yeah, I know,
And B.
you're
Arthur's
Sophia.
dead. Very, very dead.
Mm-hmm.
Like dead long
There's
enough
only
that I
one that's
remembered.
alive right now. Knock
Oh,
on.
only B. Arthur?
No.
Oh, sorry, not B.
Betty
Arthur.
White.
Betty White.
Betty White.
Betty
There-
White.
I thought there's still another one left.
No, they're all
Wow.
gone.
Oh, no,
Blanche
Betty.
is gone. Ruth is gone.
It's really amazing she's lived as long as she has, given
those
her
are their
career.
Yeah, she never stopped.
Apparently, she's a player too.
Oh, I can
She's-
see it.
I saw her with one of them young men on her arm,
I can see it.
and I was told, "Oh
She's
yeah,
just
that's
an
one of her
older
lovers."
Caitlyn Jenner.
It's like okay,
So Adam, what was the thing that you and Richard
the
were
car
agreeing
mystery.
on?
Okay, so I first of all, I want to preface this with this is going to be a contest because I forgot.
What?
Anyone who can whoever
I
gives
didn't-
the best answers, we will
I had
send
no
you-
prep time to make my argument.
Oh no! Not a contest of like who's right. I'm saying
the
whoever
listeners.
comes up with the most realistic argument for why for what happened.
Okay.
Or maybe multiple people because we have 3 mystery boxes that I wanted to do that thing on eBay where you sell a mystery box just to see what would happen,
Mhm.
and apparently it's not so easy to do anymore because
Oh.
it looked fun and also looked like a scam, and so I thought, okay, let's see if I could do this without making it feel scammy, but it's fun, and so I put like some legitimately good stuff that we don't need in it that I figured I would sell. Otherwise, eBay apparently has some crazy restrictions on these mystery boxes in the sense that you have to literally list every content specifically, and I'm like, that takes the fun out of it, though.
Well,
does.
for them to see it, but not for the buyer.
No,
right?
for the buyer to see it.
Oh, that's dumb.
Yeah, and
That's
so,
not a
so, like,
mystery.
yeah, we decided
Who's
to
building a mystery on that?
yeah, we decided to list it as like
Sarah McLachlan.
this is like the generic version of what's in it, but we also couldn't remember a couple of things that were in it, Denise and I. Wait, okay, now you gotta explain the joke because I don't know.
You gotta sing it.
Wait, help me out here. What's happening?
That was very funny.
I made a reference, and I felt like some people got the reference, but they weren't sure if I was making the reference, and then I confirmed the
people, there were like
reference,
3 of
and
us.
then yeah.
Wait,
Yeah, I
but what's
didn't
the
know.
reference to Sarah McLachlan?
Building a mystery, and then he's like Sarah McLachlan.
It was like no one's gonna build a mystery on that. Sarah McLachlan.
I don't get it.
It's a song by Sarah McLachlan.
You gotta
Oh, it's a
sing
song.
it.
All I know is
Sing it.
her work on the commercials.
Building a mystery.
Oh yeah. Somehow I got that. Somehow I know what song you're singing, despite that being like not at all.
Sarah McLachlan is someone who's not gonna sponsor us
mystery.
today.
Okay, that was closer.
It's the one with the music video where she's in a very dark room and there are like little lights and holes in the sky. And that
I'm
are,
just
like,
glad
shining
that
down
we can
on
always
her.
count on you to sing a song. Make sure that everyone knows what it is, but YouTube will never detect it as the song and put a copyright claim up.
Because I'm that talented that I can like make you know what song it is.
I knew exactly
Mhm.
what you meant as soon as you said
Oh
it.
God!
Yeah,
sorry.
well,
What were you talking about?
You got the rhythm right. You just got the notes wrong.
So
the
you
first
didn't
time.
want to sell these mystery boxes, so now
Only
you want to give them
5
away.
million views on YouTube.
No,
So
don't
what-
play it.
Oh,
Now we're gonna
sorry.
get
Okay,
done.
that's-
They're gonna take
Now we
all the-
owe
they're gonna
Sarah
take the 3
McLachlan
cents we'll make off this
$500.
video. Okay, so the actual situation. Oh, I guess I didn't explain why the mystery box
It's
is.
fine. We want to
Yeah.
know the situation.
You'll win one if you're successful. Go to awkward.email and fill out the form or whatever, and just say the goal here is. Do you think it was an earthquake, a robbery, or something else? And give your best evidence based on what you hear today
All right,
as to
let's
what
get into
happened
it.
to my car. Okay, so I went to go. This is when I was going to pick up Taco Bell, right? Or it was a
Sure.
it was a
Wednesday
fancy
night.
night.
Okay, it was the night
No, I
that
think
there
it
was
was
an
Tuesday,
earthquake in Southern California.
Well, the night after. Yeah, I guess the night of that day because it when it happened like 4:50 in the morning.
Something like that.
Yes.
4:50 in the morning. We are. I remember waking up, but I think I woke up closer to 6, and like the electronics were all restarting and going weird. And so Richard said text me when he got to work saying, "Oh, did you notice the earthquake last night?" And I said, "Was it at like 6:50 or something?" And he said, "Yes." And then he said, "No, actually, it was a lot earlier than that." a couple hours earlier than that. So, but at that point I had decided that, oh no, this was, oh wait, no. That was
so
the
then
explanation for the
later on, he
electronics.
got in his car.
Later on, I got in my car to pick up Taco Bell, and I'm like, why is everything everywhere? Where is it was like everything was missing, and then as I started looking around, it's like, oh, it's just in the wrong spot. No one took anything. I thought right away my car definitely got robbed. I'm smelling hot dog.
Yeah, Erica's burping up a storm.
So that's Erica's mouth we're all smelling now.
I didn't open it when I burped. You would've smelled
You're
that.
burping too. I'm burping as well.
My-
But I'm burping, but
My mouth was
I'm blowing
completely
it that
closed
way.
when I
I'm blowing it
burped.
that
I
way.
don't
No,
blow burps
no.
towards people.
You're breathing your breath into the water, and it is absorbing the smell and getting trapped in there and wafting
Filthy.
out towards us. That's water bottles do that. That's a real thing. I notice it often.
I'm burping too. It's okay, Erica. I ate dairy and I shouldn't have, but I have no regrets.
What did you eat?
I was a bright spot and I had the hangover.
What's the hangover?
It's eggs, peppers, cheese, potatoes,
Jesus Christ.
chicken, sausage links, and there's sour cream.
That's what
on
you
it, and
eat
corn
after all the
tortillas.
vomit's gone. Like, you can't eat that when you still have alcohol in your stomach. That's disgusting.
Yeah, I'm not even hungover. I just ate it for pure joy.
No. I
Yeah.
mean, they call it the hangover,
Yeah.
but you can't have alcohol in your stomach and eat that. Anyway.
Yeah, no, the dairy is,
That's-
then there's
Well-
pizza though, and that's
What?
delicious.
So
Anyway,
everything's all over your car.
Everything's all over the car, and so there was stuff. The glove compartment's wide open. The manual's missing. I was like, why would someone steal my car
Okay,
manual?
that's not an earthquake.
Well, the glove compartment is really like it's hard to keep it shut. It's an old.
But did you ever find the manual?
But
Yeah.
who took the
Well,
where'd you find
let
the
me
manual?
get through the whole thing really quickly, so that we don't
Promises,
get sidetracked again, and
promises.
then I start talking too much. So basically, the manual flew out of the car, or flew out of the glove compartment along with the gloves and a bottle of water. The coins that were in the central thing, which I forgot were even there until I realized that they weren't there, were gone. But I found those on the floor. The manual was like in the back seat or in front of the seat or something. There were papers everywhere. The thing that is especially weird though was I guess the thing that was especially weird was that the passenger side door pocket stuff came out. And I'm pretty sure it came out. I might have cleaned some of it up, but there was definitely some stuff in there that wasn't in there anymore.
I know.
I think your boyfriend went in your car and fucked with you.
What? No, I have no patience for that.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
No.
Sorry.
Yeah, no,
I don't think it's an earthquake.
I never suspect that because
Okay.
Anyway, he thinks so. There's a
Well, I
huge
don't-
mess in his car, and he thinks that nothing's missing. As of now, nothing's missing. And
Yeah.
you were saying that it's
and there's
the earthquake
valuable
did it.
stuff in the
An earthquake
the
we
trunk.
didn't feel.
I slept through it as well.
Yeah, but the electronics in the car were messed up too, and so that after like 10 minutes of looking in my car and being like, what the hell is going on here? I thought that I assumed it was a robbery, but then I was like, they didn't take anything, and there's stuff they could have taken that was accessible to them. It didn't seem like they tried. It's just like they scattered some stuff around, threw everything out of the glove compartment, and left. But the car was locked. It's
There is nothing seeming like forced entry.
yeah. There's no evidence of tampering.
But that's the thing. You don't know that the car was locked because you use your key thing to open the car
yeah, but it
door.
locks itself.
Yes.
If I forget to lock it, that person would have to have gotten into the car 15 minutes after. I mean, within 15 minutes. Otherwise, it would have locked itself. It locks itself. I always lock it, so.
No, but someone can break into it.
Do you think they
someone
were
could break
after
into
your?
it, but I don't see an evidence of someone using the spatula method, which I think my car was made after that. There was protection for that. Sorry, not the what are those things? Like a frosting knife.
Mm-hmm.
That sort of thing is you just shove it in the window.
Did you go out the night before, get drunk, drive for
No, get
tacos,
drunk.
come back,
I've
and
never
not
been
remember?
drunk ever in my entire life.
So anyway, my theory is that someone came. They were looking for something specific, or
Sarah
they were trying to find
McLachlan's
something.
views.
They broke in. Because like an earthquake that we barely felt.
I don't buy that it's an earthquake.
No,
because
the pockets were emptied and put onto the seats.
It would have to move side to side. It wasn't like something fell from the ceiling and landed on your car. Everything from the sides moved. And like that would have to be a crazy earthquake for your car to go like that.
Yeah.
to rock in that kind of a way.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
so to get I agree for everything but the glove compartment. Like you don't have to do much to open.
That's
that thing up.
fine.
But you said the stuff from the side pockets and everything was like spread
but-
out.
well,
the coins were in a whole different
the armrest
place.
in the middle, that thing, which is also kind of not in great shape. That was that flew upward. So it was just, I mean, like, it seems like it would have been, if the earthquake was as weak as Richard says it is, which I'm assuming it is that. I'm just saying I haven't looked myself. Then it seems unlikely that it was the earthquake, but it also seems really weird, and I'm also a little offended that they didn't steal anything.
But it could be that they were in the middle of doing something. Someone came out and they're like, "Oh shit, I might get caught." They closed the door, like hid, and then just left.
Remember when Megan's car got broken into at tennis? And she had to pay to get her window fixed, but they didn't take anything from her car.
But they didn't even break the window. That's the thing, is there's no sign of entry.
Sure, but I'm just saying, with her car, they went through the trouble of breaking the window and moving everything around, and she even had an extra tennis racket in there, which they could have sold really easily, and they didn't take anything because it's not what they were looking for.
Yeah, I mean, I have all those tennis rackets that I got from my birthday.
Yeah.
So that, I mean, like, it's probably like $500 worth of rackets in there.
How many do you have?
3. But I have the one that I bought initially, which was kind of expensive, but I wanted to take it seriously since we were playing so much. Yeah, and then I got the 2 for my birthday, which I think are more expensive than the one that I had.
Question.
I think it's someone.
And one of them's new; it hasn't been used before.
So I know you're super techie. Is there any way someone hacked into the computer of your car and then opened?
That's the other thing. They didn't take like this expensive stereo thing that I had. I don't know what the control unit is.
Do you think?
I would have loved if they took it.
This is
terrible.
so fascinating. How strange. How bizarre.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah, and we have a security camera that just happens to not be on right now, so
yeah,
we'll never know.
Out. Yeah, now we don't know.
Where's the car parked? Where was it parked?
In the garage, and we were having garage door trouble, but I think it was not fixed. But speaking of which, they never got back to us about that.
Yeah.
But that the garage door was functioning at that point, so there's no reason someone should have been able to get in, but they could. It's just weird that, you know, it doesn't look like anyone tried to get into the car. There's nothing damaged in it. It's just stuff was everywhere. They didn't take anything. They didn't even take money. So
maybe they were looking. Was there money still in there?
I mean, there's like quarters, but like if I broke into a car,
I'd steal quarters like that for the
like
laundry.
Like if you're stealing from someone's car,
it might as well be gold.
Yeah, well,
quarters.
I mean, it saves you 15 to 30 minutes going to the bank.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Albertsons.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pain in the ass to get quarters. And they were prominent. Like, there's no way that they would have missed them because the thing was open. So they saw it and didn't take them.
Oh, this is such a mystery.
Yeah, we're never gonna solve it.
Yeah,
I don't think it's an earthquake though.
No.
So,
do you think that?
Not.
I mean, we're never gonna solve it, but that's why I wanted to put it out there. But what are you gonna ask?
Do you think that your car just didn't lock that time? I know how they're supposed to, because you just say if it didn't lock and then somebody got in there and then they were specifically looking for like a real expensive item or something, and then they might have gotten like cold feet and then ran away.
Well, the lock was engaged when I saw the car, so it did lock. It's possible that something
also
they got in somehow, but then it locked itself or they locked it.
It's possible that they were going through shit, noticed the camera, and were like, "Oh fuck." And then left it all as is. Because I've seen videos on YouTube of people like trying to break into something and then they notice the camera and they're like, "Oh fuck," and they like leave.
Well, little do they know, one, the police would not give a shit if their face was on the camera and they broke into the car, because Richard had his stuff stolen and we had video evidence with the guy prominently looking into the camera pretty much, and they didn't even like try. They didn't do they I think they were like rude to you just because you were bringing it there in the first place. It's like, what is your job?
Then why are you here? Yeah.
I think the real talking point is, why were you going to Taco Bell when you live in Los Angeles and there's all these amazing places to get Mexican food?
Because a lot of them don't have vegetarian options, and I actually do. I'm very fond of taco trucks in a lot of the Mexican restaurants, but there's something about like, I guess having a fast food night once in a while or once a week that is appealing. And Taco Bell, you can order on the phone and make a. That's why I've been really into that lately, because you can just create a vegetarian version of anything on the menu and order it, and it's also like $4 for the whole thing. So I just put it in, and then I show up and pick up the bag and leave.
Oh, this is a solid answer.
Yeah, that
makes perfect sense.
Yeah. I'm glad you see it that way.
Are we done?
Well, to wrap it up, we have a few mystery boxes, so I think I think if you have a very creative answer, that's a way to win one. If you have a really compelling answer as to why it's one of the things that we mentioned, or something else that has come up that may be a combination of creativity or just your intellect, whatever you think is going on.
Be creative,
here,
and we'll send you a box.
Yeah, we will send you a box, and if for some reason, and I highly doubt it, but if for some reason we get a lot of responses, and there are a lot of good answers, and we don't have enough boxes, we have some like other awkward swag bags and stickers and shit. So we can put those.
We'll send you a potato.
They were having a Mother's Day sale recently. So
no, not one of those. Like literally, I'll just put a potato in a box and send it to them.
Yeah, I suppose we could just draw.
I have so many potatoes right now.
Okay, I'll draw something on the potato. I mean, like, mention in your response if you want a box.
Or a rotten apple.
Or a potato.
I can find one of those somewhere.
Yeah, rotten apples too. Yeah, whatever. As long as it's legal. I don't know if we can send that internationally though, so
yeah,
we'll take a photo of it for you.
Sorry for all of our fans in Thailand.
Or elsewhere. But yeah, and if you don't win, there's always the Awkward Human shop at awkwardhuman.com/shop, which we are working on getting Erica back onto, but we'll get there soon.
Yeah, there's no interest, I don't think, and so
it did come.
I'm sorry, Erica.
I think it's more of like a feasibility and affordability issue, because it has to be someone that's wealthy enough to buy her for charity, but also come out here to have dinner with her.
But also, like, she's so iffy on the whole charity details. I feel like people are just like,
I think that's legit.
No, it's very clear what my charity is.
What is it?
It's sending reusable pads to
What's
Africa.
It called?
Pads for Africa? Maybe? I don't know. I have it like bookmarked on my
You're
computer.
so dedicated
so it's a real
to this
charity.
cause.
It's a real charity, and I am dedicated, but it's hard to be dedicated when no one gives you any money to send to charity.
Maybe we could do like a group buy where you could, donate to the pool, and then we can just send you like a video of Erica eating and saying your name and thank you.
No, thank you.
So I'll put that on there as another option. But we'll talk about this more in a little bit.
But it is actually quite a show to watch Erica eat.
It's a show?
Well,
it is quite a show.
You got a preview earlier.
I think everyone who's sitting here who's seen Erica eat can tell you what a show it is.
She's become quite healthy in recent times.
I know,
she's super
disgusting.
healthy. She's always exercising.
It would probably give me a massive stomachache to have the Cheddar Bay biscuits right now, actually.
Yeah, well, the hot dog's doing a number on you.
Yeah, and that was just a fucking regular hot dog in a bun. That
Do
Cheddar
you
biscuits got
remember-
washed
With
in
slices of tomato on it.
Well, that's not what put me over the edge.
But it was still weird.
I don't do
On
ketchup.
the hot dog?
Yeah. I don't do ketchup.
They do
so
that on Chicago hot dogs.
I was just saying today, I love Chicago hot dogs because they prepare them the way that I like hot dogs, with onions and tomatoes and dill
Pickles.
relish or pickles. And I don't like sweet relish.
You're
and
almost
a
at
poppy seed bun.
yeah. That's called a Chicago dog.
I know, and that's what I like.
They're delicious.
Why don't more people make Chicago dogs?
We're in Los Angeles.
Go to Vicious Dog.
Whatever that is.
North
you should go.
Hollywood.
Yes. That sounds fantastic.
Anyways, they didn't have all those toppings, so I just put on some slices of tomato on my hot dog.
That still sounds delicious. Do you remember the time that you tried to get a snack from a vending machine in film school?
Why?
And then the snack didn't come out, and then you went back to class, and then some maintenance guy came in with not one but two of your snacks, and he stopped.
It wasn't
He
two.
stopped our class and gave you both snacks.
It wasn't two. It was just a bag of Sour Patch Kids.
That's
You
nice.
sure?
How do you know
I
it was
thought
I
there were
was
two
in my
snacks.
class because I got really upset that the vending machine stole my money because I only had $1. Everyone knew about this. I was really
The
upset about
maintenance
it.
guy,
And
the
so
maintenance
I
guy
was
somehow
complaining.
knew what class.
And so we were on break. Everyone tries to fix it for me. It's stuck in the machine. Everyone's shaking the machine.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, fuck it, whatever. I can have my $1. And I go back to class, and like 20 minutes later, the security guard knocks on the door when the whole class is paying attention to the teacher. And he's like, excuse me, is someone looking for some Sour Patch Kids? And I was like, oh, those are mine.
Oh my god.
He somehow knew what class.
And he knew that someone had been
Classic
trying to get
Erica.
them.
He
And
saw
I was like, that's very fair. He really recommended
he saw the snack like stuck there, and he's like, classic Erica. Grabbed him and brought him to you.
Yeah.
Do you think he opened the machine, or did he put another $1 in?
I think he opened the machine.
Okay, because you got two.
No, he's just making that up. It was only.
I
Oh.
thought you had two.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
She can't say for sure. It was 10 years ago.
It was about 7 years ago, and it was a bag of Sour Patch Kids.
It was at least 9. It was 10 years ago. It was the fall of 2008.
It wasn't the day we moved here that it happened. It was like a
Spring
year
of
into
2009
Anyways,
at the latest.
I'm gonna read the first question now.
Oh,
Oh, is it time for questions? Where you can ask them
907 awkward.
No, 509 awkward or awkward.email as the website where you can submit anonymously for those of you who are
You're here every week.
509 awkward. 509 awkward.
So our first question comes from Anonymous, who writes, it's not a question, who writes, just wanted to reach out again regarding the reviews. I know you're extremely busy. Look forward to hearing from you. Thanks again, Kevin.
Oh, did we figure that out?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. This is another mystery. I included this
like
just
the
because I wanted
mystery
to
of
talk
my
about it.
anus?
This is not really
The mystery of your anus.
It's an ongoing.
Whoa.
I mean, technically, it was a contact for the show, but Kevin was. It's the subject of this one, by the way, was I want to send you a blanket. And
What?
yes,
Like
What
A
kind
real
of blanket?
blanket?
yeah, real blanket.
Oh.
And so I got that email, and I'm like, what? Getting in contact with me again? What are you talking about? And I was like, oh, this is my secret tactic. Someone else has figured it out or knows me and is using it against me.
Oh, so they're not sending us a blanket.
No. Like what I tell people, like when you want to get a hold of a blogger or somebody through email and you're like cold pitching them something, just pretend you already sent them an email and then just write the follow up as like, hey, I'm just checking in about this, and then they'll go looking for the email and they won't be able to figure it out and they'll be at least confused enough to reply.
So this is the first email he sent us.
It was the first email he sent. Yeah, and so I went looking and I was like, oh,
But
I
didn't
know what
someone
you're
write
doing.
in last week or 2 weeks ago asking about the comments, saying that they wanted to rate us, but
on
they couldn't?
Spotify. They were like,
No. This is a review, asking about a review to review a blanket on Amazon.
Oh,
That's-
but someone did write in 2 weeks ago being like, how do I review if I don't have
Yes,
iTunes?
that's a different person.
Oh,
This is
okay.
someone who does not know us and is just trying to get me, I guess, to
Oh.
review a blanket or us to. I'm not sure. But
I
so
mean, they should really have Rocco review it because he's way into
yeah.
blankets.
Well, anyway, Kevin wrote back saying, "Hey Adam, I was reaching out because I have a blanket that can be used indoors and outdoors."
Like all
Um,
blankets.
Yeah, and we're not going to promote anything yet because I don't want to give them any airtime until we make a decision here. But that I think your audience would appreciate.
What?
Yeah, well, so that's the question here. Would you be willing to test and review the blanket on your blog? I can provide a free sample for you to review and another extra one that you can give away to your... yeah, okay. So,
Yes.
This
Does
is
anyone-
a win-win.
Send
Yeah.
it to us.
it's a sneaky snuggler puffy camping blanket.
Oh, see, you just promoted them for free. You
Well, no,
didn't
I'm
even
not
get
mentioning
thing.
the brand until we make a decision, but it is a
Okay.
$90 blanket.
Whoa.
Please send
Anonymous,
it to us.
I want to pose a question to you. How many reusable pads do you think you can make out of that blanket? Maybe you
Ew.
should think about donating to girls in Africa who need
Alright.
pads
Don't
to go to
fuck
school.
this up for us.
I mean, technically,
Think of how many pads you
he's
can
not
make.
anonymous. I think
If I
just
didn't bring up
didn't
the
put his
pads,
name in.
you wouldn't have
think
thought
I
about
left
it.
because when it comes in an email,
I
I didn't
thought
put in a
about that.
pseudonym, but his name's Kevin. Like I think it's okay.
Hey,
He's
Kevin.
PRE. I don't think he's trying to hide.
Hi,
from this.
Kevin.
Although he probably doesn't realize that I'm doing this right now. Anyway, so is the consensus that we should review this blanket?
No, the consensus is we should make pads out of it and send them to girls in
No,
Africa for my charity.
That's not what they're about.
Well, we
Send
should
us a
get-
blanket,
we'll
and
get
I
the
will.
blanket.
I will wear it for a while.
And I don't think I want to write anything, but we'll do. I think I'll try to pitch a video review. If anyone wants to participate in the blanket review, by the way, send in a message and say I want to participate. I want to participate in the blanket review.
Oh my god, are we gonna like send this blanket off and then like everyone sends it to the
I
next
don't
person?
No,
know.
it'll be like the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants.
But
Except it's
we
the
have to give it away to somebody.
The
so
Sisterhood of the
technically
Traveling
one of them-
Blanket.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, technically one of them we can give away on the show. So if someone wants a sneaky snuggler puffy camping blanket that's worth $89.99 or really $149.99 MSRP, but it's on sale, you save $60. 40%
Adam,
off.
I think you should sponsor a field trip for all the people in this room right now, including this guest, to a Hollywood Forever cemetery screening and bring the blanket to test it.
Oh, we're
there.
gonna do one.
To Wong Fu.
Perfect. Just bring it there and test it.
Don't tell people what we're gonna see. Now
No
we're gonna
one's
have
gonna stalk
we're gonna have
Million
all
people
of
there. They're never
If
gonna
they want to
find
stalk
you.
us in the
we're
cemetery,
gonna
it's not
have
be that
all our
bad.
weirdo listeners coming out to look for us.
You mean all the listeners that we love and are
Yeah.
totally good, weird, and we're not insulting them in any
They'll
way?
never find you.
Yeah, I mean,
Anyway, we're gonna
I'm
be
not.
at the
I'm not worried
cemetery.
about anything.
Are you gonna wear
bad
your
happening
tank top
there.
and bicycle
no,
chain
fuck
to the
you,
screen?
you whore.
He has so many bicycle chains. Like his Kingdom
What
Hearts
bicycle
necklace.
chain? You didn't even see me in a bicycle
You're wearing a
chain.
chain right now.
He's like, I didn't wear my chain.
This is a necklace.
It's a chain.
Oh, I
But,
didn't
like-
mean that. I was just like, I
And he's
made
being
up
a little.
I'm being a little a bitch. Whatever word you want. Whatever.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say bitch anymore.
Why?
Because women don't like that.
But you're saying about a man, so it's fine.
Some of them do.
Okay.
I'll take it.
Next.
Send us
I
the
guess
blanket.
technically, but yes. Okay, so we will. Kevin, you're not watching this, but we will review the blanket.
Kevin!
And anybody else who's interested in
I just
participating in
realized
the blanket
that you were
review,
doing Home Alone. I didn't realize what you were doing. I'm like, he just likes to say Kevin. And I'm like, that's funny.
I appreciate the humor. I just wish I could get through a sentence.
It doesn't matter. We're moving on to the next question now.
Well, so the
I
next
don't know what happened today. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
the next one's kind of a
Hot dog.
two-parter. We got some stuff from Oliver, who I'm not sure exactly how this ended up getting split up in here, so hopefully this will make sense. But first one is about reviews. Oliver wanted to say, I wanted to let you know I heard Richard's threat and have rated the podcast. So Richard, get on that. Bring it up.
Wait, what did I threaten?
You probably murder everybody.
You were wearing your
I thought
tank
we
top
all
at the
threatened
time.
her.
Richard has developed.
Slap you.
Richard, you think Richard's happy now, but just ask him to talk about Manson or Dahmer.
Oh.
And he gets into this. I've never seen him happier in my life talking
Manson and
about
I
how
share
they
a
mangled
birthday.
people.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I was trying to describe to Adam about how Dahmer wanted to turn his victims into zombies because he didn't like
And
fucking
his
a
face
cold
fucking
corpse.
lit up.
He wanted to fuck a warm corpse, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, well, how do I do this? Turn them into zombies. And he was like, Richard, I've never seen you talk about anything as excited, or like seen you as excited talking about stuff as you are when you talk about these murderers.
Yeah. Meanwhile, and this is I'm not saying this isn't for legitimate reasons that I don't understand. But it's like pulling teeth to get you into VR. But
Yeah.
murderers, or if someone's literally pulling teeth out of their victims, that is exciting.
Where did he review it? Because I don't see one on iTunes.
Come on,
I don't know.
Oliver. Don't disappoint us.
Maybe it's somewhere else. Maybe he did it on like Google or something.
Oh, yeah, we did tell people to go on Google Play, remember?
I don't know how to
What?
get to it on my phone.
Didn't he say iTunes?
No,
Did he?
just said
Oh no, he just said
reviewed it.
reviewed the pocket. Oh yeah, we didn't even
Well,
get
do you
to
want
the
to finish
sentence.
the question?
I might, and I thought you'd actually find. Well, I'll finish the question.
Sorry.
then you can jump
That's
in.
the thing. Okay.
And I thought you'd actually find it interesting that I found the podcast because I read an old life hacker. Oh, I know where this is going. I don't want to read the rest of this. If there's anything awkward for me, it's
Don't
complimenting
interrupt
myself.
yourself.
I just feel like
I
I'm
know,
giving.
right?
Okay. Anyway, you'll see what I mean. I read an old life hacker. I'm assuming article. Oh, How We Work article. Yeah, of Adams, and he mentioned his boyfriend. I was like, oh wow, he's a homo. So I googled him and found out he looked really cute. And then
Which
found
one?
this
You?
podcast, and I'm so glad I did. Oh, maybe it's you. Then I would feel better about that. I don't want to like tell people don't
Who's
compliment me,
cute?
but it always
Is it me
I
or
always
is it
feel weird.
Adam?
I think it's Adam.
I think he's talking about you.
Yeah.
I mean that would make more sense
Because he found
but
out you were a homo, and then he Googled pictures of you to be like, is he a cute
Googled
homo?
him and found out he looked.
Hey, buddy.
So I googled him.
We're not in an open relationship, but like send us a picture.
Well, you don't know how old he is.
He sounds old. Like
Not.
like 20.
Oh, he's older than that.
That's not old.
But yeah, I mean it is legal, but you know we're old people now.
Yeah, we are.
So
Erica's part of the old crew
also,
now.
I'm
the youngest
Oliver,
in the
no
room,
one's
thank you very
presuming. No one's
I'm
presuming,
27, so you.
no one's making that jump for real. This is
Next.
Wait,
well,
what?
no,
where
not
did he
next. What is
review
with
it though?
you? Settle down.
Can
Well,
you
what
go
else do we
check?
have to
You
say
have
about
hot
this?
dog diarrhea. I didn't give that to
It's
you.
not diarrhea. It's quite the opposite. It's just sitting
Well, whatever. You
in
have,
the middle.
There's hot dog water brewing in your body, and it's coming up.
It's
and we
sitting
can-
in the middle
we're
like a very
experiencing it, too.
hard.
Whenever-
very
Where'd you
hard
buy this
chunk.
hot dog?
It
didn't
was
buy
free.
it.
That's
Whenever
maybe
I think-
why.
You ate a free hot dog. Where at?
At the
Cardboard
carnival.
We went to a carnival today.
Someone gave you. Thank you for the invite, guys. So someone gave you a free hot
we
dog
didn't
at a
extend
carnival.
it.
I
because we didn't want you
actually,
there.
Actually, you can blame her for that, I guess.
But I could have worn my tank top. We could have matched.
I wasn't wearing it
We
today.
beat people up,
It's a little
Julio.
cold for a
Too
tank
cold
top,
for a
though.
tank top
Yeah.
today.
Isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what are we gonna say to this dude other than thanks, Oliver?
No, wait. I wanted to
Well,
make
maybe.
a comment. When I think about
We can't
chewed
find
hot
it.
dog sitting in like acids and stuff, I think of a child called It, by Dave Pelzer, in
Oh,
which
you read
his
that?
yeah,
Oh,
in
wow,
which
I didn't know you
his
read that. I read
mother
that
made
too.
him throw up hot dogs he ate at school and then eat it again.
I think that's
out of the
Why?
toilet because she was a bitch.
Oh,
But why would she
if
make him throw up something he already ate?
Because the school called her and said, "Hey, your son broke into the cafeteria and ate frozen hot dogs. There's something wrong." She was torturing him.
Yeah. Yeah, she's like, I know what's wrong. I'm torturing my child. Shut up.
Can
But
we take a break?
Why?
I need to wipe my nose. I'm having real snot issues right now.
Well, okay, so
What is happening to you today?
all right. Well, we're gonna take a brief recess so Erica can go diarrhea and Richard
It's
can blow
not
his nose.
diarrhea.
I'm gonna go
at
give myself a
all.
massage in the chair.
BRB.
No.
For 40 minutes.
Hello, I'm popular songmaster and learning professional Lionel Gaiman, and today I want to talk to you about a product near and dear to my heart. But let's get to know each other first. Let's get intimate and vulnerable together. Do you struggle to stay hydrated thanks to the bland flavor of water? Like, what was God thinking when Z created the oceans? Like, thanks for the salt, God, but we can't drink that junk and the plain water is just too plain. But we've got to stay healthy these days, you know? It's like what Michelle Obama would have wanted. But unlike her, I'm not going to make you give up what you love. No, I have the cure to all your unflavored water drinking woes because I know what you really want. A big, juicy, all-American hot dog. The penis everyone can eat without converting to homosexuality or female. I present to you, my lovely friends, the most American health food product ever made. Hot dog water. Now you can stay hydrated with the salty flavor God intended, but also totally fucked up because you can't drink salt water. What a tease! No need to salivate over the drippings at your local 7-Eleven because you can buy your hot dog water ready to go. Now listen, I don't want you to rush to stores and buy this delicious savory refreshment without knowing all the knowledge you need to take pride in each swallow. Hot dog water consists of approximately 50% pure all-beef hot dog condensate procured in our state-of-the-art sausage sweat lodge. The remaining 50% uses a proprietary organic flavor extract mixed with H2O after undergoing a reverse osmosis purification process, and the result is divine. Perhaps you think you want a pure, unadulterated hot dog condensate, but to get the perfect aroma, flavor, and umami you expect from a hot dog experience, we needed to science this bitch up. And that's just what we did to bring you the best and only hot dog water available on the market today. Not only that, you can be proud to save the environment because our factory workers and foreign visitors consume every last dog that sweats in our lodge. And all that science we do keeps the power bills down, so we save money, pass the savings on to you, and Mother Nature's cool with it too. No longer do you need to choose between a hot dog and a cool glass of tasteless, odorless water. It doesn't matter if you're a liberal or conservative, believe in climate change or are just stupid, or care about your health more than your freedom to get diabetes. With hot dog water, you can have it all for as little as $1.49 a bottle, more affordable than the next saltiest water, Aquafina. It doesn't matter why you want to drink the flavor of hot dogs, there's always a reason. Do it for your health, do it for the environment, do it for freedom. Hot dog water, making America great again. You're welcome. So we're back. Everybody's holes cleaned up and good to go?
Yeah. At least for the next half hour.
Were we still answering the previous question?
No, we were trying to figure out where the review was.
Yeah, we don't know. Oliver, let us know.
Oliver.
I'll send you an email, though.
Elio.
Why is everyone Elio now?
Because he's Oliver. That's what the name was in the movie.
And it was Oliver who wrote, because we did this whole thing.
We did it. We did do it.
We did?
And Richard thought I was joking, and I was like, and he was like, "What is the other one's name?" And I was like, "Oliver."
Such a good name. Such a good movie.
Oh, in the movie, I was like,
Such
I don't
a good
remember
movie.
Oliver
We did this
writing
"Call Me
before.
by Your Name" gimmick before.
Yeah.
We're having deja vu
Such
now.
a good movie.
Okay, well, the next one, the next part is another question.
So the threat still stands.
Well, possibly. I mean, we'll have to check Google Play or something. Oh, wait, we're not on Google Play. I forgot to fix that. Okay, anyway, the next message. In addition to my in addition to my last message, I just wanted to say that, one, I can't find Erica in the store, although I'm on the other side of the world, so I'm not buying her.
Fuck you.
And two, I love the two levels you can buy are 8.2 and 11 in reference to the Wi-Fi standards. I don't know if I actually did that on purpose, but thank you.
What?
Well, 802.11 would be. It should be 8.02 though. So like, the thing is, I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know how Oliver's finding that though, because I don't know where.
Who's Oliver? Oh, the person that
it's
we're
the
talking.
same.
Oh, I thought the person who was talking about how they reviewed us was Oliver.
No, that's the blanket
my
dude.
God.
This is someone who was like, I can't find Erica in the store, and
I'm
also,
realizing we weren't supposed to say his name.
Oh my God.
Elio.
So I guess we're just gonna have to bleep out a lot of stuff there.
But people are gonna know his name because of all the "Call Me by Your Name" references.
Well, the thing is, I can't even say what I wanted to say.
So if you've seen the movie, well,
Let's just start over, you guys. Let's start over the whole podcast.
Okay, so no.
He said thanks, Oliver. That's how he ended the message.
Yeah, but that doesn't. But it says from anonymous. But now that I'm actually looking at it in the database, it does say we can say his name.
Great.
So I don't know. It's just showing us the wrong information. So bug. I'm gonna put that on the bug list. Anyway, Erica's back in the shop. I literally just put her back in there because I keep forgetting to do it. So she's in there.
So he just wanted to look at the option. He didn't want to buy her.
Yeah, but anyone who wants to buy her can now do that. And we added an option, as discussed earlier, I think, while we were recording, that if you want to buy Erica but you can't afford her, we have a new frugal option where you can get a food video of Erica just eating and
How much are they paying for this?
$10.
Oh, no.
Oh no! When you're over on Monday, I'll just tape you eating some of that garbage you cook yourself, and
It's
then
not garbage.
And then
it's delicious, healthy food, and I'm not doing that for only $10. I'm not putting myself out there for $10. $50.
But do you realize how much
50.
money people make?
$50.
Do you realize how much money people make just sitting there and eating?
Wait, is that a
no,
thing?
I
Yeah.
don't realize
Erica,
that.
all you have to do is what you're already doing.
No,
say
I have to
someone's
be on
name.
camera.
Erica, what are you gonna
for
wear?
10
That's the real
seconds.
question.
I'm going to be in my tennis
Okay.
clothes. I'm not even going to be
Listen,
camera ready.
bustier.
Just assume I've convinced her by the time
$50.
this happened. It's $10.
She'll be
I'm
wearing.
not doing it unless
she'll be
it's
wearing a
$50.
bustier.
They have to pay for shipping for those pads and everything, guys. We need more money.
No, this is a quantity over quality, although it'd be very high quality with her, obviously. But the quantity over quality sort of situation. So like we can get a lot of people. We can just churn out these videos.
Churn
for everybody.
Churn? Should we go to pen it in and churn
them
it?
out?
Churn around.
I'm done with all
Very
of
Yeah.
now and then.
I mean, you got to put in a little more cash if you want us to go to Peter Churn's restaurant to record it.
I
But
would do that for $50.
Otherwise, this is like the
Ooh,
back scraping
yeah.
the barrel after tennis.
They can
meal.
sponsor our Peter Churn adventure.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if you want to sponsor us for anything, just write it down and send us some money. Inquiries available at what?
Awkward.email.
Inquiries available at awkward.email. That rhymes, so that's nice, but it's I don't know what that means. You can send something in. If you are like, would you do this for money? The answer is probably yes.
Are we too crazy now? Like,
I don't know.
I feel like this podcast has gone off the rails.
It's mostly
It
your fault.
definitely has.
Richard.
Well, your nose
I've
started
had a good time
leaking, and
with
it was just downhill from there. But we have a real question.
Our next question comes from Anonymous.
We had so many comments that I was like, I'm just going to let this be the question today because this is a special one.
Anonymous is a 19-year-old bisexual male who says, "Hi there, coworkers. It's
Hi.
your new pal Dan. You don't know me, but I've been hearing the show for years and I love it.
Yeah,
Lucky
not
for
anonymous.
You.
Everyone's just anonymous for some reason.
Lucky for you, I had an awkward
That's
moment
true.
and need some help. Okay, well, my grandma and grandpa are hoarders, and I'm a college student, 19 and bi, but it doesn't matter, does it? Well, clearly it does because I already mentioned it. So my mom pseudo-hired me to declutter their house. My mom gets in fights with them over it a lot, but they love their little Danny, so I got signed up at the family discount rate. Anywho, I'm finding some weird shit, and as I've been going through their stuff to convince them to get rid of it, I have to say stuff like this ladder could help the Boy Scouts, or I could turn this box of paint chips into confetti for my party next week. And I don't have a party next week. I just gotta come up with anything so they think their useless shit is going somewhere. That makes this next part majorly weird because it's like this hoarding is about caring that everything has a home and help somebody. But where do I begin? First, there were the boxes of retired underpants. Get this. They never threw away underpants. They just puxed them up like a mass pantry grave.
Puxed them?
Boxed them up.
Oh.
Like a mass pantry grave and buried them in their crazy huge basement. Second is a broken ladder that they think they're going to fix, but it's been almost 30 years and no fix. Third is the really awkward thing because apparently my grandma used to be a grandpa, used to be a homoerotic photographer and nobody knew.
Ooh.
So I'm just going through all this crap and find a file cabinet with negatives and postcards of oiled up muscle guys from the 30s or 40s. I mean, I don't know, but whenever Instagram filters were just
called photography.
But that's not a sentence.
I don't know what.
I mean, I don't know, but whenever Instagram filters were just called photography. Also, I think some of them are of my grandpa, which is more weird because I found him attractive and then saw the similar face. Business later. Ew. 1. What do I say to get them to let go of the underpants? 2. How is a broken ladder useful? 3. How do I talk to Grandpa about his gay pictures? Please help. Your remote BFF, Dan.
They will never know you took it out if you don't draw attention to the fact that you're taking it out.
Good point.
Like,
well,
they're not gonna go. They're not gonna go downstairs and be like, "Is my box of underwear still here?" No, they're not.
Right.
They're not checking for
Somebody
it.
opened box 32. You know,
Right. Yeah.
that,
Just like take it out, like without them noticing. Just like take a bag down there and just like throw some stuff in there. Take it out.
I mean, I would say that like when you can't get something out easily, like you probably can't do that with everything, but
No.
you know that's the sort of thing like you just shove a few boxes of underwear if they're small enough underneath like something else that they agreed to get rid of, and that would work in enough circumstances. Like if you need it, if there are a few you just can't explain or give a reason for, I would say leave the photos alone, put them away in a dark corner, and never speak of them. I mean, like that's not. I don't know if you talked to your mom about it.
Your grandfather's gay. Sorry.
I always thought my grandpa was gay. Maybe. I mean, he has the gay finger. He's artsy.
The gay finger?
Yeah. Then when one of your fingers is longer. I mean, it's not really an indicator, but it never seemed like they had sex other than making kids. So I thought maybe they just always seemed like a companion marriage.
A fourth finger?
I have no idea. Like,
I mean,
what does that mean?
I don't care.
Like this.
With like the. Yeah, you have the one closer to your pinky's longer if you're gay, usually.
Oh, I kind
Well,
of
mine
isn't
isn't
longer.
longer. Mine is shorter.
It's opposite for women, Erica.
Oh.
It looks like that hand is a
how I
longer
put
one.
my hand. Like this, it looks longer. Like this, it looks shorter.
And yours are actually kind of the same length, I think.
The fourth
So you're
one is
you're
shorter on
bisexual
that
then, I
one.
guess.
Okay. Wait, what's going on? What?
Well, you can also like make it look like one.
But
of
is
the
that
other
like-
than the
if this
other.
isn't a National Geographic, I don't
I'm sorry.
know.
Were there studies on this?
There was a study and it was
Yeah.
blown out of proportion.
I wanna
and
see
it really isn't a
empirical
very good
It
evidence.
indicator.
really depends on the angle.
But it's more of a joke than a real thing. But when that came out when I was in high school, before we realized that science isn't always done
super gay.
properly, I was looking at everybody's fingers to find out like, are there any secret gay people in my family? And it was my grandpa.
Right. Which
So-
one? Grandpa, not Zadie.
It's like
grandpa.
that episode of Seinfeld with Walt Whitman. Who's the guy, or is it John Cheever? Where the father of George's fiance had a cabin.
Oh, Susan's
Susan's dad.
cabin.
Who was the love affair with? Was it Walt Whitman, John
I
Cheever?
don't remember.
Oh, I think it might have been
Who was it
Cheever
with?
because
It was Cheever.
that sounds correct because I think
Yeah.
Walt Whitman was the that was the Breaking Bad one. I mean, no one had an affair, but that's the Walter White confusion. That's the reference that comes to mind with Walt Whitman.
Oh, okay. I wasn't thinking that. So John Cheever then?
Cheever I remember from Seinfeld for some reason, and
John
I
Cheever.
think Susan found John Cheever interesting. Yeah, that's not, I'm pretty sure that's it. I could just Google it, but it's more fun to just not know.
I think
Sometimes.
so too. Just to talk about it
Mhm.
endlessly.
Yeah.
So,
Oh
was
yeah.
there a question to
All right.
answer?
Yes. So
We've been answering it.
Yeah,
His
okay,
father's
I
gay.
feel like this guy
There's 3
should.
questions.
I think he should have a photo gallery exhibit / premiere, and then invite his grandfather
That's a
to
great
it,
idea.
and then see what happens.
Well,
I think that's
he'd
the
probably have
move.
a heart attack and die, and then you don't have to worry
I
about
don't
the
think
hoarder
it's a
problem.
great idea.
Or
There's
Or his
easy path to
lustful.
the inheritance.
Mm.
They usually like to give you a little bit as a kid, even though there's another person, many other people to give it to. But sometimes you get like a gift card to a steakhouse or whatever when your grandparents die. So if you're really, if that's what you want, no, I'm just
is
remembering.
that what you want?
No,
And we
Gift
shall
card to a
bequeath
steak.
to our grandson this gift card to Outback Steakhouse.
$175 Outback Steakhouse.
when I lost a grandparent, the first time I think I got $1,000 or something.
In
And-
Outback Steakhouse gift cards?
No. I just I've just heard of that happening before.
I would like 57 blooming onions, please. No, none of them are to go. I'd like them all.
If I get a gift card from Bubby when she goes, it's going to be to
I feel like that would be
Macaroni
appropriate,
Grill.
though.
For sure, it's macaroni.
I
Grill.
feel like she would do that, though.
Yeah.
I still have a gift card for Macaroni Grill. I haven't used it.
Because
That's
they get them
unfortunate.
for gifts. They get them for gifts that they're like, I don't know when I'm going to need a gift card for somebody's
legs are so
bar
long.
mitzvah or whatever, or to send in the mail on a birthday like 8 weeks after because I forgot 3,000 times. But they have all these gift cards, so they got to bequeath them to somebody.
Bequeath is the...
So, to go through the questions this person has, we talked about the photos.
Yeah,
the ladder, you're not going to mention it. You're just going to take it apart and get it out of the apartment.
Oh, no. Say you're going to take the ladder to get fixed somewhere.
Or just say, hey, I need
And
to
you'll
borrow
bring it
this.
back and then never do that because they won't remember, hopefully. And then, okay, so art show for the photos. Fix get the ladder fixed, but really just throw it out or recycle it.
Yeah, just cut it up and use it for firewood. And then it'll have
What
a
if
new
it's a metal ladder?
A metal ladder would break? That's a really shitty ladder.
Well, if like one of the
if it's old and
pieces
rusted
comes
or
out-
something.
Yeah,
Okay, well then put it in the recycling.
I mean, it's
bin.
over 30 years old. Like, how you can't expect much to last.
I didn't
that
know they
long.
made metal ladders back then.
I don't know what they made. I mean, it could be you. I never.
I like how we say
never
that like,
thought of it.
ugh, that was so long ago. I was alive 30 years ago. I was alive and
barely,
kicking.
but yeah.
I don't remember what kind of ladders we had when I was 2, but I feel like metal ladders probably did exist.
Yeah,
now
I
that
don't.
think about
I
it.
don't remember. But that was 30 years when it broke, so it's probably older. Than
You're
that.
right. You're right.
But
Those probably would.
Listen, it's hyperbole. It's
So you'll
Well, not that
recycle
old.
that, and then you're gonna get the underpants out of the house, and they won't even notice because they don't wear
Yeah,
them.
you're gonna sneak
but
out
you
the
have to
underpants.
touch them,
Okay, so
like
we
wear
They're in a
solved
gloves.
box.
all of
They're
that.
in a box. You have
Yeah.
a box of underpants.
Yeah, but okay. So I think though, since
throw
we
up in my mouth
technically
a little
didn't
bit.
give him any advice that answers specifically what he wanted,
He asked 3 questions, and we told him what to do with the 3 things.
I think no, but he wanted to know like how do I talk to them about it, and
You
we're just
don't.
basically
You don't.
saying,
They're
you
old.
Don't talk to them.
That's
about
why
it.
you got
and set in
brought
the
in, so you
ways.
could clear this shit out, not so you could have a therapy session with them.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with the room in that this seems like there's like a lot more effort being put in than you probably need to. I think you're probably trying too hard. But nevertheless, if we were just, as a thought experiment, if we were to be presented with a situation where we had to explain something, a positive reason why we would get rid of something crazy, like like a broken cookie jar or whatever, like how would you, what is a story we could come up with?
A broken cookie jar.
Or something else, if you can think of something else that shouldn't be kept. Like a ratty old t-shirt or, that could
just
be donated to like...
Try playing to their sentiments. There are starving children in Africa that need this old box of underwear.
They're starving, so they're gonna eat the underwear. Maybe
They need reusable pads, and they don't have
they can
them.
turn the underwear into reusable
So
pads.
we're gonna give them these old underwears.
Wait a minute, Rich was not on camera at all. I just realized
That's
that.
fine.
Unfortunate.
Oh, it's all turned towards Erica.
Building a mystery.
Why are they all?
They're all
that
pointing
one,
at her?
it's turned too much this way. So sorry everybody who especially Oliver, if you were actually attracted to
No, I
Richard.
don't think he was.
Sorry,
I don't think
now
he
you'll never
was.
know
Mm-mm.
unless you Google him.
He's after
Such a
you,
good
Adam.
movie.
He's after you.
Okay, well, I think that you can tell them you're
ADD
sending the
convention
underwear
right now.
to Africa if you really
Yeah.
want to, but you could also just take it out. I think it's totally fair. They don't wear it. It's in a box. They'll never look for the underwear because it's full of holes and it's not wearable.
You could send it to Erica so she could send it to the African children
No, because
with the tampons and
because
pads.
first they need to go to the place where they actually make them, and I don't actually know how to make a reusable pad because I don't sew. So I don't want them. I want them to go to the organization.
No, that's just the underwear, like free underwear with your free pad.
It could be like a panty liner.
No, they have underwear. They just don't have pads.
But these could be like practice underwear or emergency underwear for their diarrhea emergency kit or period.
I feel
blood
like you're not
emergency
taking
kit.
this seriously. This is a serious problem.
I
Matter of
have a
fact,
diarrhea.
I don't feel like you're
emergency
taking it
kit in my
seriously
room.
either.
I am
I've
very
been
serious
trying
about
to
diarrhea.
collect money for this, and no one is helping.
You've been trying to collect money from who?
Hey,
Everyone?
I'll pay $10 for the food video, but I want you to make it for somebody else. It's twice as much as you'd get on Fiverr, and there's no
I
fee.
wouldn't do it on Fiverr.
Are you sure?
Yes.
What are we doing here?
I don't know.
We're done with this. Next question.
Well,
Good luck.
all right, Taskmaster. Whatever, I can't talk. God. This one I actually have to.
There's more.
There's one more.
There's one more thing. This is more of a.
Okay.
This one is actually anonymous. It just didn't get labeled. This one is labeled properly as anonymous, unlike the others. That got messed up for some reason.
Okie dokie.
So someone wrote in and asked this not to be read on the show, and so I'm anonymizing it because I'm only going against their wishes because I have some very useful information to supply that this helped me find. So I've apparently talked quite a bit about my leaky penis, and I didn't realize that it came up that much. But that it drips when I'm done peeing and it won't stop.
Cobian's gonna puke in his mouth now.
So it's just a little bit of pee, but then there's the little pee droplets that get in the underwear, and no one wants that to happen. His mouth. But so this anonymous person wrote in to say that that they saw a urologist and that they said usually the top sphincter closes and the pee drains out, and then the bottom one closest to the opening closes, and that's what is supposed to happen because you get and then the pee doesn't drip. But the problem with me, them, and their father is that we all have this problem. And they also noticed that I have ADHD, which you shouldn't have had.
Is related?
Well, they're wondering because they both have ADHD.
Your penis have ADHD, and that's why I can't focus on doing the task at hand.
I wanted to mention that because I thought that was a very interesting.
It's like
pattern to recognize there.
It's like, oh, I'm getting the pee in the toilet. Wait, no, I want to go in the pants now. Wait, where's the pee? What's happening? I'm just gonna move the pee all over the place.
I feel like I've talked about ADHD more than I've talked about my drippy penis, so I'm surprised that
you talked about your drippy penis a lot.
But at the same time, if you have ADHD, you never know what you're gonna pick up on. Sometimes you may have trouble concentrating. So there's with the ADHD, maybe you just didn't notice the ADHD.
Wait, did you actually read this yet?
No, I'm not reading it because it has stuff in there that might make it obvious.
It's a paraphrase.
Yeah, so I'm paraphrasing. That's why I'm doing it this way. So I wanted to mention this because once the sphincter information came out, I'm sorry to say that I don't think it has to do with ADHD, as fun as that would be. But it's like, yes, it is very much a sphincter problem because I had been closing the wrong sphincter, or I had the wrong
all
sphincter
along.
Yeah, no, seriously, it's like I knew, when I heard that I was like, oh, I'm doing it backwards.
Please tell me this face is on camera.
It will be. Just keep making it.
Oh, now it's gone. We'll just start talking about the penis again.
It probably got on there, but okay, ready? Here it comes. Here's your opportunity to make that face. Although you should make it in that direction right now.
You gotta talk about your penis. You gotta talk about your penis for him to make it.
Okay, so the drippy penis.
No, you have to go into detail.
Time's passed now.
It's a naturalistic thing.
Wait another 15 seconds and then have a bad reaction. We'll be good.
Just start talking about it now and then work.
Yeah. So I realized that if you close the sphincter in the your main anal sphincter that you poop out of.
Wait, what?
If you pull back on that when you're done peeing, if you squeeze that butthole, that pulls the gates shut properly. So that one's getting cut off first, and then so when I close the normal one after that, then the pee doesn't come out anymore. So the whole time I just needed to tighten my butthole. And that was the answer. I just wasn't.
Adam just teaches personal health.
Can this be a TED Talk?
I just have. Yes. Oh my God. We have to make that. I had a lazy butthole. I have really like all the Kegels or something. Although this has been going on my whole life, I was just kind of like, I don't carry enough tension in my anus. I just needed to tense up a little bit, and I have not been dripping ever since.
Wow.
So, yay. Thank you. I can't say who you are.
I think we need a new episode title.
You got the answer from this email?
Well, the email said the sphincter thing that I already explained, and then I was like, wait a minute.
Oh.
I'm explaining this whole thing again for you.
So when did you receive this email and start applying your new knowledge?
Like this week, earlier this week. Okay.
What is happening?
Cobian somehow got inspired from Adam's talk about anal sphincters to tell me that he wants pizza now. So,
like with calamari
Good
on
job.
it? Okay, I'm glad we're using the podcast to make food plans again.
I wasn't trying to. She just started whispering about pizza.
This is the most unstructured podcast ever, but the most fun.
Oh.
If anyone hates this, please let me know so I have an excuse to rail on this shit later.
I think our new episode title should be Adam Dotches teaches you about anal sphincters. Because that's way better than Grandpa's secret.
Or how to prevent a leaky penis.
Yeah, I like that better. That sounds like a movie.
Movie? Really?
Yeah, well, it's like how to lose a guy in 10 days or whatever. What I don't remember.
How to
It's all about
present
a title.
leaky penis
It's all about a
with
title.
2 sphincters.
No, that's a life hacker article. Richard's was how to fix a leaky penis. It sounds like it's really a guide to finding love in life.
It sounds like it's a guide to fixing a leaky penis.
The sphincter and the penis.
It's romantic comedy.
What comes first, the sphincter or the penis?
What are you doing right now?
I'm trying to.
Are you trying to be Jerry Seinfeld?
What? No,
You're doing like a
never
stand-up comedy.
I'm trying to come up with a title.
On that note, I think we've overstayed our welcome.
Oh
No, you just want to leave.
No, I need to leave, but also
Yeah.
this
And
is
I
not
need you to
completely off
leave.
the rails. So
Yeah, for a party, not anything with a finite.
She's
time.
gonna get crunk tonight. We have to
I'm
let her
gonna
go.
Get crunked,
Well,
actually.
anyway, everybody,
You're gonna get
thank
high
you for
then.
listening to whatever this was.
You're gonna get high, aren't you?
Oh, there's the hot dog breath again.
I didn't burp.
Well, it came out of you anyway. But
I think I've digested the hot dog.
I mean,
breath.
Three
honestly,
hot
it
dogs
doesn't
at the
smell that bad.
carnival.
It just smells like hot dogs. So it's not a big deal.
Maybe it smells fantastic.
I don't know what. It smells like hot dogs. That's all I can say. Anyway, don't forget, right? Please go to awkward.email. Write in about what you think happened to the car for the mystery box. I think we had another contest I forgot about already.
The blanket.
The blanket, yeah, right. If you want to help with the blanket review, we got a lot going
with the
on.
Pads. They still
Yeah,
need
buy
them.
Erica at awkwardhuman.
Yeah, Erica's not donating herself. She needs you to do it.
Why would I donate myself? I'm trying to raise money for a charity. That's
No,
how
I
this
burped.
works.
Excuse me. Anyway, we're gonna
Bye.
go. We're gonna go.
Bye. It's been lovely.
Squeeze
seeing
your
you
butthole
again.
when you pee. When you're done peeing. That's today's lesson. You're
And
welcome.
shake a little.
And thank you.
If you're
you
a
know who you
man, FYI.
You can shake when you're a
are.
woman.
You can do it when you're a woman. I just don't think it's.
But if
not
you
gonna- it's gonna help you.
shake,
Don't you-
it's just gonna go all over the toilet.
But doesn't a woman, like, when she's done peeing, doesn't she have, like, a little shiver that she does?
Who is she? Who is the she in this scenario?
Building
everybody.
a mystery.
Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, Sarah McLachlan. Goodbye, cruel world. We'll see you next week.
Good night, Moon.
You have a question, story, comment, or whatever for the Awkward Human Survival Guide? We want to hear it. We read everything we get on the show, censored for your privacy if you wish, and might laugh about your problem because tragedy loves humor, but genuinely want to help you out. If you've got something to share with us, even if you think it's stupid, send it in as anonymously or proudly as you wish. You can do all of that at awkward.email. You just go to http://awkward.email. Oh yeah, and watch the videos on YouTube, youtube.com/awkwardhuman.